Hey,
Hi!
this is Greg.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday,
I'm not dead.
and you're watching The Den.
You're watching The Den.
And you're watching The Den. This week is Q&A, back again on The Den. And we've got a bunch of great questions to answer from you guys, the viewers, the people we love the most. And let's get to it. Where is your favorite spot to vacation in? Fort Lauderdale has to be the best place I've ever been on vacation. There's so much to do. It's a really cool community down there, and really awesome like bear scene down there. And some of my favorite places: Bill's Filling Station, the nude beach on the Lauderdale side, on the Lauderdale-Miami border. I went to a place called Gay Mart. It was actually pretty cool. It's a clothing store. I went to Pride Factory, which is like this, like the Sam's Club of gay stuff. They had underwear, comic books. It was crazy. Just beautiful place, beautiful weather. Just really awesome. The highways are weird. You don't know. It was weird. The exits and stuff like that were a little different than up here. But no, I have some of the best vacation memories I've ever had is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's me and Christiani, and we're gonna go visit Mikey in the hospital.
First, I'm going to peel the price tag off this cake.
Oh, nice. What's the cake say? Let's see. Can you see it?
There it is. Drink your juice, Shelby.
Nice. Some of you will get that joke, some of you might not.
Google it!
And I got Mikey some comic books because he doesn't have a laptop and a phone there where he can, I don't know, read them online or something.
Wait, he doesn't have a laptop?
No, he does. He has both.
So he could be reading these online.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
All right. And see.
Well, we'll see you inside. When was the last time you had a good cry? Well, I'm about to nerd out for you guys, but superhero-based dramatic stories usually bring me to tears because of that whole hero's redemption. Just kind of like, I have a great example, but I need to do a disclaimer first. Warning, Season 2 Arrow spoilers ahead. Season 2 is currently available on Netflix, and spoilers do have a shelf life. So if you haven't seen Season 2 or the ending pieces of Season 2, any of those episodes, the thing I'm going to talk about happened in the later end of Arrow Season 2. So if you haven't seen it, fast forward to the next piece or just listen. There was a moment in the second to last episode, or the last episode, I can't remember now. I power watched the entire season of Arrow, where Oliver Queen, who is the secret identity of Green Arrow, was talking to his mother, and his mother told him that he's always known. And he was like, yeah, and she's like, no, I know. I've known for about a year now, and I'm proud of you. She was basically telling him that she knows she's always known that he was the Arrow, and that she was proud of the work he was doing. And it kind of like solidified this moment where he was mad at his mother for keeping secrets from him about a lot of things, about his sister, about a lot of things that she'd been doing. But the one secret she kept it for him because she cared about him. That shit hit me in the chest. Oh, you want to see a room full of geeky adult males just lose their minds? That moment right there. It just, that one just was crazy. And to top it off, in the last episode, Oliver tells Felicity, who is someone that he works with, that knows his secret, that he loves her. And he had everyone fooled. The reason he told her he loved her was because he was under surveillance, and this villain was going to kill the woman that he loves. So he said out loud that he loved her so that she'd be taken, so that she could get caught on purpose. But nobody watching knew that, and it was something that everyone's been waiting for because of this tension between them, and it just broke my heart. Like, I couldn't believe what was happening. So, a couple tears there. Oh, the Total Joint Center. Okay, well, we're gonna call this the rapid fire question round. Rapid fire 1. Cake or pie? Cake. Cats or dogs? Cats. I've always owned cats. I only had one dog when I was a kid, and I was really, really young. And with the kind of lifestyle I lead, where I'm either traveling or out and about or doing things, I don't believe that I have the time it needs to dedicate to a puppy or a dog, because they're a lot of work. A cat, you can just kind of set up like a piece of furniture, and they take care of themselves. Just put the food out, they'll eat, it's fine. It's kind of the lazy animal to have. You do have to take care of them, do things for them. But with a dog, I feel like it's more work. Vanilla or chocolate? I say swirl. Scruff or growler? I had both for a long time when they first came out, and I really supported the idea of Scruff, but I found that the kind of guys that I was interested in were mostly on growler, so I just went for growler. And the creator of growlers are actually a cool guy. I met him at a Bear Week once, and he was really cool. Cher or Madonna? I know a lot of people are going to say one thing, but I got to tell you, Madonna, she was there. She was always around, and she was always supporting us from when I was a little kid to when I was an adult. So I'm not just going to leave her behind now because she's older or not as in fashion or something. Okay, money or power? Now you see, this is a trick question, because a lot of people will be like, oh, give me money, because power sounds like, there might be some responsibility involved. I would take the power, because with the power, then you can get the money. And if you have power, you don't really need as much money, because influence goes farther than a dollar. Okay, all right, this is cash or credit. I'd like to use cash more. Credit's good, but here's a promise that I'll pay you later for it, and pay a little bit more than what the price is, just for the convenience of not giving you money right now. It's only a good idea on certain giant purchases that you need, but using credit just to buy little things that you could have bought cash for, you're wasting time, wasting resources. Don't use a credit card to buy like a tube of toothpaste. King, queen, full, or twin? For my entire life, I gotta tell you, and this isn't just a pun, but it probably will sound like one, but I'm all about the queen. Let me see. Books or magazines? Magazines. I read a lot of magazines. I like books. I read a few books here and there. But for the most part, I read magazines because I'm really into like articles and stuff, nonfiction stuff, science journals, comic book journals, stuff to that effect. Comic books, they're a magazine, so it's what I'm mostly into. And morning, afternoon, or evening? I'm not sure if you want me to like that time of day. I really like the afternoon. It's not when it's the hottest. It's not when it's the brightest. It's kind of right in the middle. So everybody likes a nice afternoon delight. And spring, summer, autumn, or winter? I'll take summer any time of the week. I like it when it's hot. I like to sleep when it's hot. I'm weird like that, but I really like it when it's burning up hot. I'd rather be sweating to death than freezing. Sedan or SUV? SUV all day. I like being higher up. I like the room. I like the ability to just throw things in your car and go. Not have to worry about trunk space. Mid-size SUV, because the big ones are gas guzzlers. Chest or ass? Although I like a guy with a nice full chest, not muscular really, more like, a little something up there, but it's all about that booty for me. I'm definitely an ass man. Candlelight or laser light? I gotta tell you, laser light. It's probably a lot better to see in and a lot more reliable than candlelight. And beer or wine? Beer, because wine basically just after maybe a half a glass, I'm ready to go to sleep. So Mikey gave us room 359. I don't think so.
It's locked.
Great. Well, I'm gonna text him. We'll see if we can find him. If I had $10,000 and I had just 24 hours to spend it, what would you do? Well, see, this is funny because this question is a little more specific a lot of the times and it gives you restrictions, but this is pretty open-ended. So I'm going to say that with 10 grand, I could pay my rent, my utilities, and my cable for 10 months. And I'd still have money kind of like left over to do things normally. And it would definitely enrich my life because the money that I'm usually using for those bills, I wouldn't have to. So you can just imagine if all your bills were responsibly paid up early, you could go ahead and just use the money you normally have to just have some fun, live your life, or save up for something super important. I just think in the long run, instead of dropping all of the money on various items within that 24 hours, you do something that kind of makes your life better than that 24-hour time span. Do the smart thing and you'll end up being able to do lots of stupid stuff with the other money later. Well, no good deed goes unpunished. Me and Chris, who have a really nice cake and some comic books for our friend Mikey, are sitting here waiting for our friend to text us back and say what room he's really in. And I don't even think he's in this section of the hospital because the woman sent us to the offices. And Mikey's not that cool for him to already have an office here in the building.
Well, I don't know. I can see him throwing a tantrum and asking for one and getting what he wants.
Where's my desk? Just imagine an older, hairier, more sarcastic Cartman demanding things. And that's our friend Mikey.
Or Shirley MacLaine with a penis.
For those of you who don't want years of therapy, stick with Cartman. I thought it was in 359. Well, we're getting a text now, and it seems as though Mikey doesn't know what room he's in.
Maybe we could just ask at the nurse's station.
We're going to go do something crazy like ask instead of asking the person who's in the room.
Not a good idea.
Final question for today. Question, if you like this guy and he's a friend of yours, what would you do? Do you just go for the kill or wait till the time comes? Because in my opinion, I think if I act fast, my friendship might come to an end. Okay, this is like advice more than it is question. But it's cool that, our fans reach out to us and ask these questions. I would say if it's not, relationships are organic. They're just like anything else. They're a living, breathing thing. They're a symbiotic relationship between two human beings who want to share emotional connections. So you've got to let that be natural. If you're feeling some type of way about somebody, but you're not sure how they do, and you just go ahead and blurt it out, if you think at all, if you hesitate at all because you think that they're not going to take it well or it's going to ruin your friendship, then it probably will. 9 out of 10 times, this person and you have had any moments where you've gotten closer or been physical or things of that nature, you would know definitely if it was the right move to make right now. That's the thing about love and about feelings and likes, is that when it's real and when you know it's for sure, you know it. So I would say ease up on that, my friend. I'd say pump the brakes a bit, check things out, talk to this person, find out what they're doing currently in their dating life. Find out who they are talking to, because there's a pretty good chance that there's someone they're interested in that you don't know. So, and if you really appreciate this person's friendship, tell them in a way that isn't going to make things weird. Just be yourself. Be honest. Real friends understand things. Be all right. Bitch, I ain't say nothing. We were in a completely different place. Aw. So, as you can see, our friend Mikey B had a little problem he had to deal with, so he had to go to the hospital. So, this is the spirit of Q&A this week on The Den. So, I have my friend Mikey right here. So, Mikey, a little Q&A time for you. Some people are wondering, just to put any weird speculation to rest, you were in the hospital for...
I had an infection in the leg. I wasn't delivering. I wasn't transitioning. I just had a bum leg. That's it.
A bum leg. You know, as you can see, if you look up that on WebMD, that's definitely a thing, a bum leg. So, yep, it was fine, and you got some IV, and you got some meds, and you're all set.
I have the fucking bruises to prove it.
Oh, wait, can we see that real quick?
That's a good one.
Is that them trying to take blood?
That was one of them, yeah.
Wow, that's...
I've got deep veins. I'd make a terrible heroin addict.
Well, that's good news for all of us. Okay, so it's one less thing I have to worry about. Wonderful. So how was the hospital stay?
I don't give it 5 stars.
Okay.
Holly was amazing. She was the night nurse that you met.
Holly was awesome.
The food was meh. The trick is that you have to tell them that you want real eggs.
True or false? Gray eggs
are indeed called Greg's.
No, they're not called Greg's.
They're terrible. They were gray. They were gray and they were eggy, and so therefore they're called Greg's.
Honored. Okay.
And they're almost as disgusting.
True or false? Your roommate was weird.
Okay, so quick synopsis of my roommate. He was a 50-something-year-old man with 1 testicle, no prostate. He came in with 4 toes, left with 2, I think.
Poor man.
And suffered from incontinence. It was awful.
What's incontinence?
When you can't hold in your poop.
Oh, okay.
Generally from the old... Just saying. I'm not saying he got fisted. I'm just saying that could be a reason why he couldn't hold his stuff.
Oh, well.
Hold his bowels, as they kept saying so frequent in my stay.
That must have been great.
That was awesome. Thank God for pit bulls and parolees.
That's now you caught up on a lot of great TV while you were there.
I sure did.
So yeah, and so now you're all good and you're off your feet. What's the give us a little bit, summarize the epilogue. Like what's you got released, you're all set.
I was released on Friday afternoon, and I was ordered medical bed rest until the following Friday, which is in a few days.
Okay.
And I have a follow-up that I'm still waiting to find out when it is, actually, sometime before Friday, to find out if I am medically cleared to go back to work or if I have to be out for another week. So we'll find out.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to catch up with you on all this.
I'm not dead.
And
I have a bald spot on my arm from when they ripped the tape off from the IV.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
Must have hurt like a bitch. No, seriously, you're a hairy fuck. So I mean,
she's like, "Oh, they really should have shaved you." Well, thanks for the afterthought.
All right. Well, everybody, I know the viewers, I know and the rest of your friends are glad that you're not swollen anymore, and thanks for giving us a little heads up.
I don't go down that easy. Insert joke here.
You said insert.
I also said go down.
That's all the time I have for you this week. Tune in the rest of the weekend when the Den Boys bring you Q&A. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave your comments, suggestions, and funny stuff down in the crotch.